relative of former
Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. Government officials visited the wake of former President Fidel V. Ramos today. Let's get some more details from Marlene Alcaide, who's joining us live from Taguig. Hi Marlene, who have passed by there and which officials have paid their respects to former President FVR today?
former cabinet members and government officials, including President Bongbong Marcos, visited the wake of former President Fidel V. Ramos here at the Heritage Park. President Marcos Jr. says that he remembers FVR as a symbol of stability after the 1986 People Power Revolution. The late president is a distant relative of President Marcos, as former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. and Ramos are second cousins. Aside from the chief executive, Ramos's former cabinet members also visited. Among those were Labor Secretary Benny Laguesma and Energy Secretary Rafael Lotilla. They both attest that FVR is a workaholic, hands-on, and an overall great leader. Other officials who visited the wake today are Executive Secretary Vic Rodriguez, House Speaker Martin Romualdez, and former Senate President Tito Soto. Only government officials are allowed to visit the wake today, while tomorrow groups from the business community and civil society organizations are scheduled to pay their respects. The wake of the late president will only be open to the public on Sunday and Monday. This is to ensure that COVID-19 protocols will be strictly followed. Sean, a state funeral with full military honors will be given to former President Fidel V. Ramos on Tuesday. Sean?
Thank you so much for those updates. Marlene Alcaide reporting to us live from Taguig. And newly installed Police Chief Rodolfo Azurin Jr. plans to continue on with the drug war that was started by the Duterte administration. Azurin said drug war enforcement under his watch will uphold due process. He also said that barangay leaders and other community stakeholders will be more involved in the fight against illegal drugs. Azurin also plans to tap church leaders for possible intervention and internal cleansing within the National Police Force. The Duterte administration's drug war is currently under investigation by the International Criminal Court or ICC for alleged human rights violations.
Kung kinakailangan na iparehab yung mga mga drug affected sa community, dapat meron tayong rehabilitation, meron tayong mga bahay pangarap na existing naman na eh. Kadami na nang namatay, bakit may droga pa rin? So ibig sabihin, we are not really hitting what needs to be addressed.
And the Education Department is calling on local government units to put away tents and other facilities which were used as isolation venues within schools. DepEd spokesperson Michael Poa said COVID isolation tents remain in some schools with just a few weeks left before the opening of classes. School year 2022 to 2023 opens on August 22, while full face-to-face classes are expected to resume in November.
So we are really appealing to the LGUs na ito pong mga schools na nagamit na isolation facilities noon, na ngayon may mga natitira pa ring mga tents, pinapatanggal na po natin yan.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Two movies with quite opposite and different takes on the 1986 People Power Revolution are now out in theaters. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro tells us how these movies were received.
The anticipated showdown is here. The controversial Made in Malacanang versus the award-winning Katips. Lai and Carl were first in line to watch the Daryl Yap film. After the movie, they said they got their money's worth.
Parang naiiyak na naman ako. Nakakaiyak siya kasi it's actually a typical movie na it's about family.
Joden, meanwhile, became more firm with his belief about the 1986 People Power Revolution.
Yung pangit na revolution, akala mo peace revolution pero hindi naging peace. Naging parang ginawa nilang baboy yung yung Malacanang.
Those who watch Katips, on the other hand, had the same level of appreciation.
It's an eye-opener. As a student, very empowering din to kasi parang nakita ko na I have to get that courage then to speak up for those who can't, those voiceless people.
Deserved ba yung mga FAMAS awards?
Yes!
Opo. Deserve.
Kita and deserve.
Sophia and Tim also commended the film's music, performance of actors, factual accuracy of the atrocities that took place during the martial law. Christina, a 70-years-old senior citizen, said she could have watched the movie for free, but decided to pay instead to support the film.
Kasi talaga namang dumaan din that time ang pag-abuso sa kapangyarihan.
Both movies, though highly anticipated, didn't really pull long lines at the ticket booths of Robinson's Place, Manila, and Fisher Mall in Quezon City. In fact, both films only had around 30 viewers during the morning and afternoon screenings. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Quezon City Trial Court has postponed the arraignment of Ateneo gunman Chow Tiao Yumol to September 16. This is after his legal counsel asked that he be examined for allegedly exhibiting signs of unstable mental health.
Saan ba nagkamali o nagkulang?
Senator Rhys Hontiveros has filed a resolution calling for an investigation into unused and expired COVID-19 vaccines. Go Negosyo founder Joey Concepcion had earlier flagged some 5 billion pesos in private sector losses from expired COVID-19 jabs. And China has staged its largest military exercise around the island of Taiwan today. This comes on the back of U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taipei, despite threats and warnings from Beijing. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.